Today we're going to be talking about how we didn't want to have a girl and how we almost ruined the gender reveal party.
Welcome back to your Cup of Tea podcast. It's your boy Josh.
And Katie.
And like Katie B said, that is the intro of today's podcast. But before we get into that, we do want to say thank you for all the recent love on the Cup of Tea podcast.
Oh my
we
gosh,
appreciate
yes.
each and every one of you guys. And don't forget to leave a review or subscribe after this video. Or if you enjoyed it, share it with a friend.
And it just helps us out a lot.
Helps the podcast grow, means we can do more of these, and we definitely have a super fun time sitting down with each other, reflecting on life, and just chatting with you guys a little bit longer. So, you heard the intro to the podcast, and it's a juicy one. I'm going to have to ask you guys to please refrain from commenting or anything until you hear the segment on that, which is going to come a little bit later in the podcast. We want to kind of date it back to like the entire weekend and give you guys like the full scoop on everything that happened.
Let me just say that this weekend was absolutely insane in the best way possible. Like, it was so much fun.
It was like honestly one of the first weekends where it felt like we got a lot of stuff done, but it was just like pure like happiness, fun, like just living it up. But like work was still getting done. Like we were still everything we needed to do was getting done. It's not like we were neglecting anything.
So
and we were just having such a good time.
It was like we were
felt so natural this weekend.
Like I just had so much downtime to like hang out with my family. My nieces got to come here, my cousins, just spend so much quality time with our family and friends, and like have our house like be like used and enjoyed, and like seeing all the kids in the pool every day, like everyone's swimming, drinking, having a good time. Well, not everyone drinking.
I think that's something me and Katie definitely value is having like the house and everything that we have. Like we love to have it filled with our friends and our family and people who love us and like actually care for us, and it just means so much to see everybody here like having a good time. And also it's like just so great to us to have like people in our lives that are willing to fly out.
I think we had like almost 20 people from Michigan that flew out.
Fly all the way out here across the country and support us and be here for our baby girl. Which
can we kind of talk about that?
No, we gotta wait till a little bit later in the podcast because I want to break it down, you know. But I just want to start and say like thank you to everyone that flew out and was able to make it. We appreciate you guys, and obviously the ones that weren't able to come, we still love and care about you as well. But special shout out to the people that made it out. Anyways, let's dive into it. Friday. Let's start Friday. Friday was a banger.
Friday was literally okay. So Friday, I was supposed to surprise Joshy B with a party bus. He ruined that surprise. You guys might know that. So let's talk about how you ruined your surprise first of all.
Okay, I always ruin surprises, but like I said, we had a lot of people coming into town. I wanted to make sure they had a good time. So a couple weeks ago, I was like, hey, babe, like all these people are coming. Let's book a party bus. That way no one has to Uber. No one has to drive or anything.
And we can
like
all go out together.
Taken care of. We can all go out and party and have a good time together.
But I already had a party bus scheduled for Joshy B's birthday for like a surprise. Because
how was I
his birthday is
know?
Your birthday's in how many days? Like
my birthday's in like 4 days.
4 days. So he's going to be turning 28. And I want to surprise him with that. And like we can all celebrate his birthday because obviously the whole weekend's about have like the baby and the gender and all that. And like all of our friends from Michigan are here. And like with our Arizona friends, like I want to celebrate all together while they were here. So I was like, what perfect way then to get a party bus? And he's like, I'm like, oh babe, just don't book a party bus. And he's like, why? I'm going to book one right now. I'm like, Josh, just don't. Can you just trust me on this? Just don't. He's like, fine. Then I'm going to book it if you don't tell me why. Did you book me one? Did you book me one? And I'm like,
well, because at that point it was so obvious. Yeah. But I just needed to clarify because like mentally when I have something on my to-do list, I want to get it done. And that was one of the things on there. I want to make sure everyone was set up for success.
And I was like, yes, we have a party bus. I was like, it's already scheduled. I said, there's your surprise. And he's already opened 2 of his birthday gifts too because he's so impatient.
Okay, that's not really true. Anyways, it just so happened that I accidentally opened my birthday gift. So what?
Twice.
Anyway,
with my name on it.
So we're going to get into the story of Friday. You know, it was an amazing weekend. And how I would say this part of the story is how we almost ruined the gender reveal.
Yes, 100%.
For a lot of people, including myself. Maybe not for you.
Not for me. Okay, so we get a party bus, right? Everyone's kind of flying in. Half of the people still have like late flights. So they like kind of meet us like towards the end of the party bus. But so we have a party bus. We go out to dinner. And dinner was so much fun. It was such a vibe.
Somehow we got... what was it, 30 people into a restaurant
without
really a reservation.
Restaurant. I don't know how we did that. But it was funny because like as obviously I'm sober, so I'm not drinking because I'm pregnant. And which mine, like people always comment, they're like, you better not be drinking. I'm
Like
like,
obviously she's
obviously I'm
not
not
drinking.
drinking.
Like
Which actually in a vlog, like everyone was taking shots before we even went to dinner. And I took a little, like one of those mini shot glasses and I put it water in it. And, like people were like, oh, like just to like
you just
be a
wanted
part
to
of it. I want to be a
participate, but
participant.
not
But
actually participate. You know what I'm saying? And
exactly.
also, everything we're talking about, you can kind of see play out in the vlogs
Yeah. Yeah.
because we tried to vlog the most
I feel like
of
we did a good
mostly
job vlogging.
everything.
We vlogged a lot that weekend, and I'm glad we did because now we can look back and reflect on it. But anyway,
100%.
so we do that. We hop on the party bus, and we get there, and it was such a good dinner. It was really fun. I don't know how
The
we even
vibes
got,
were just so high. Like
but
everyone's flying in. Everyone just got here. They're
uh-huh.
all in a warm state. We're about to find out the gender of our baby
Oh
tomorrow, the
yeah.
next day. So let me tell you, the drinks were flowing.
Well, listen to
And
this. As being sober, you literally hear the volume in the room get louder and louder and louder. And like at this point, like
it's bad.
I was
It was all bad.
I was really nervous because I was like, I don't want to get a bad headache, like staying up late, the loud music on the party bus, like after
True.
a while. And I'm just like, but I would be in conversations, it would start to get
KDB
louder.
was in mom mode already.
I
She was
literally,
already in mom
I
mode.
literally would go to the bathroom and just like sit there for a couple seconds in like silence. And I was like, I
Honestly,
just needed like a 10-second like mental break because it was getting so loud, but I loved it. It was just like when you're sober and you're like everyone's
pregnant
partying.
and sober, I don't know how you did it.
I
I
was
would
I
have
was
just
fine.
gone home. I would have just gone home and gone
No,
to bed.
I loved it, every second of it. And then we went there, then we went back on the party bus, then we went to a different bar. That bar was fun. And then we
The
went,
problem is it was my birthday, right? So everyone's trying to like escalate things and like throw
yes.
more drinks at you
Well, also
and get you
it
more
didn't help
drunk.
that we had already bought like a table at a club with a whole bunch of bottle service. It came with like 4 bottles, which is like it's way too much
Way too
alcohol.
much alcohol for any of us.
So like before we even got there, I'm pretty sure everyone was kind of already like a little
Everybody
buzzing.
was
They were
drunk
drunk.
already.
And so we get in. That
Wait,
was really fun.
she's skipping the part where we bring the party bus back
Bus.
to the house and KDB surprises me. Well, actually,
Uh-huh.
my friend Jeremy, one of my best friends, surprises me. He was telling me all along that he was not coming to Arizona. He was like, I really want to make it. Like for the
He's like, I
first,
just can't.
like a month ago, he's like, oh, I promise I'll be there, no doubt, blah blah blah.
Well,
And then like
Jeremy-
2 weeks ago, he's like, yeah, I can't make
Jeremy
it. Bro, I'm
actually
sorry.
said he's like, no, have it this date because this works for me.
Yeah, and he
And
helped
then-
select the day that worked.
And then he was telling you he wasn't coming.
I was like,
and
dang,
was
bro,
like,
for real?
he was like, he literally told me this date. Now he's not coming. But then Jeremy texted me on the side. He's like, hey, I'm coming.
Which, like, at the end of the day, like, obviously, I totally understood and everything, but, like, as one of your best friends, you want them to be there, like, no matter
Yes,
what.
you weren't mad, but you were bummed. You're like,
No, I was just
you're
bummed.
Like,
I was
thought he
like,
coming.
dang, like,
And
it would have been
then
a good vibe.
and then I kind of recorded it, but Jeremy got so hyped to like surprise you. I'm like, Jeremy, wait. He was like running away and I was trying to like record your reaction. but
I was
couldn't.
mad. I was just mad confused. Like, I literally just stood there, like, smiling. I was like, what are you doing here?
So
Like,
we
what's
picked
going
up,
on?
We picked up my sister, and then we got Jeremy and Justin, and then we went out, and then we went to the club. The club was a great time. It was fun because I was like dancing with my belly, like I was like going like this, like just joking because everyone was like doing that to me. And then like this bouncer looks at me and he's like, "Okay." Like he probably was so confused because I don't really look that pregnant.
Yeah. I
So
don't
he
think,
was like,
I don't think you really look pregnant at all,
No,
honestly. I
he
feel
was
like
like-
from the outside looking in, no one would know.
you would just be like, "What are they doing?" So
Yeah.
it was really fun though. We stayed out until 2:30 a.m. Was it?
Yeah, I would say, I think we started heading back home around 1:30, maybe 2.
No. We wanted to leave at 1:45,
Uh-oh.
but
Here we
Josh
go.
DB had
Here
to get
we
a hot
go.
dog.
I wanted a glizzy, babe.
He had to get a hot dog.
I was
And
drunk. I needed to sober up. I
and
don't remember eating a hot
We're all
dog,
on
by
the
the
party
way.
bus waiting, and we're like, "Where's Josh?"
Did I eat a hot dog?
Yes, I don't know. Or you gave it to some random girl. Remember, you like made somewhere you gave it to that girl in the car. I saw like a video, and like the whole time we're staying on the bus, we're like, "Where is he? We want to go to bed." Like everyone was so tired at this point. Like we want to go home. We want to eat. Like, and Josh is over here at the hot dog stand.
I was going
with some
strong.
other people.
I was going strong.
And then I'm like, Noah, go get him. And our friend Noah, he was also drunk. And then Noah
you
goes.
sent one drunk person to go get another drunk person.
And then me and Mercedes are like, we're going to be here all night.
Yeah,
I was like,
what were
"Does
you
one of us
thinking?"
get-" And then we finally got you on the party bus. We get back. By this time, everyone leaves. It's like 2:30 now. I am like beyond tired. Like I had like a
Of
great night, but I'm
course.
like sober 2:30, like
I
loud
was
music.
buzzing. I was buzzing.
Yeah. So everyone was like buzzing and really okay, they were drunk.
No, I mean buzzing like I was hype.
Yes.
I was still hype. It
So
was 2:30. We got home and I
I
was
get
like, let's
home.
go.
I can't wait to like brush my teeth, wash my face, take a shower, like get ready for bed. I'm doing all that. And then I get in bed and I'm
Little
like,
does she know, I'm putting the team on my back because I promised myself this last weekend that I was gonna get a vlog up for the JD fam every day the day after it was filmed. So if we filmed on Thursday, the vlog went up Friday. If we
yeah, just
filmed
send
on
it
Friday,
over.
the vlog went up Saturday. So Friday night, it's
So
3 in the morning,
I'm like,
technically Saturday morning.
all I hear is these like cabinets banging. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to go to bed. And I like get out. I'm like, Josh, what are you doing? I'm like, go to bed. It's 3 in the morning. And he's like, I gotta send this video
The
over.
grind don't
I was like, I
sleep.
gotta send this video over. I'm like, okay, but like, how long? That doesn't. You should have sent that over. And he's like, oh, I'm just gonna clean up. I'm like, don't clean up. There's nothing to clean up. I said my mom already cleaned up, and I helped clean up. I was like, we'll get the rest in the morning. He's just cleaning random stuff, opening drawers, and I'm like, Josh,
I don't
go to
remember
bed.
doing that,
Go
honestly.
to bed. And then you were like trying to eat the cookies. You were like eating more cookies, and I'm like, okay, Josh, I get it. I was like, eat your cookies and then please just go to bed. And then I couldn't get you to shower after the club. I was so mad at
I
you.
didn't shower.
No, I literally
Oh,
was so
I'm
mad. So
crusty
like,
for
and
that.
he was being cute. He's like, you love me. I love you. I love you. And you were like being all like
Why you
lovey
gotta
dovey.
expose me like
And I
that?
was like hugging him and I was like, Josh, look, I love you, but I'm going to fucking kill you right now. I was like, can you please go to bed? I said, it's 3 in the morning. We have a long day tomorrow. I had to wake up early. We had to set up for the party. I'm like, please just go to bed. And then I'm like, just please shower first. So like, please shower. He's like, I'm not showering. And then he like laid in bed. And then you were trying to cuddle me. It's now like 3:30. And I'm like,
Look, man,
I'm
I
like,
was
look, Josh,
excited. I don't
I was
know.
like, Josh, I love you, but please don't touch me right now. You're so gross. I was like, the only reason I let that slide was because I knew our house was getting clean the next morning and like all our bed sheets and stuff. So I was like, it's fine. I was like, just stay on your side. And then he's like, all try to cuddle me. I'm like, look, it's 3:30 in the morning. I just want to go to bed. And then the next morning you're like, was I annoying last night? And I'm like, yes.
Were you?
Were you? But it was cute. It wasn't like I wasn't like actually mad at you. It was like I was like, okay, I love you, but like please shut up and go to bed.
But yeah, and what's funny is we didn't end up posting that video until like Monday anyways
Really?
because
Oh,
yeah,
because
because
it's
I got it back on Saturday, like so our editor turned over the videos super fast, had to pay extra for it, but I was like I said, committed to getting these videos up. And then Saturday I got the video back around like 1 p.m. and it was like
a
time
gender
for the
reveal,
reveal
yeah.
party, and like, as soon as that happened I was like, honestly, I'm just going to switch my focus. Like I don't want to focus on that. I want to really enjoy this moment. So I just totally didn't worry about it.
So speaking of Saturday, let's
But
talk about
I was gonna say that is really how we almost ruined the gender reveal because everyone stayed out till 3:30 in the morning,
a lot of
and
people were
everybody
hungover.
besides Katie and probably Mercedes were hungover or at least not feeling like their
100%.
greatest. I mean, honestly, I woke up not feeling bad for as much as I drank until like a couple hours. Then it really hit me.
Did it?
It really hit
Yeah,
me
you
when
woke
I
up
was trying to
seemed
work
fine.
out. I was trying to work out in the gym, and yeah, I didn't feel good.
I felt great.
Of course you did. Honestly,
Other
I'm
than
jealous.
me being really tired. Like
I was gonna say
like,
we
my
woke up
eyes
at
felt
like
tired.
7 a.m. We got 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah,
if
we woke
that.
up early. That's why I was trying to get Josh to bed because I was like, I know we have a long day. Like me and my sister and my mom, we like set up for the party and like that was really fun. Where'd you go in the morning? You went somewhere.
I tried to work out, and then my buddy came over. We went for a run.
Yeah.
I was just doing anything to feel better because I was like, I need to
True.
feel better. This is such a big day. Like, I don't want to not feel good. And then honestly, after I went on a run, like I bounced back, felt a lot better.
Yeah. So we set up for the party. Then everyone started getting there. I'm trying to like get ready. I went and got my hair done
Can I
in the morning.
expose someone real quick?
Yeah. Who?
Okay, I'm not gonna say a name, but someone that was out with us the night before on the way in to the gender reveal party threw up in our bushes
Oh yeah, one of our
because they
friends.
were so hungover.
He walks in and he goes,
He's like, bro, I just threw up in your bushes.
he
I'm
goes,
like,
"Bro,
"You
wait,
did?"
what bushes? Because that's probably gonna stay there.
In the front of the
Which
window.
bush? Ew.
I know.
He couldn't
And
make
when
it
he
to
told
the
me, I didn't realize he actually threw up like in our bushes. I thought he meant like down the street. He threw up like, nah, he threw up in our bushes.
Did you see it?
Yeah,
Was it gross?
it's
Do you
whatever.
think it's gone?
Well, I might need to go rinse that off.
Anyway, so yeah, he walks in. He's like, "Yeah, I just threw up in your bushes," and he had stuff all over his shirt. And I was like, "Oh, hi!" And I like hugged him. And then his girlfriend's like, "Oh, that's not like that's not throw up. That's like it was like I can't say because they'll give away who it was."
Yeah, yeah,
He was
yeah.
like, "It was like that's water or something." And
I
I'm
don't
like,
know.
"Oh,
To me,
okay."
honestly, to me, like
It's
those
so
memories are
funny.
like so funny. I don't know why. Just because like yeah, it's like oh like everyone was hungover. It's like sounds so bad, but it wasn't
I
bad.
don't
Like
think everyone
everyone,
was really. I think he was
no,
the only one who was like really
yeah,
hungover.
everyone was like good vibes, had a good time. But a couple of us had started at like 6 a.m. on Friday. We all went golfing and stuff, so it was a real long day.
Yeah. Okay. So then Saturday,
The big
the
gender
big
reveal
reveal.
party.
We have like a full, which we had some people film the gender reveal, which was so nice. So we didn't really have to worry about like making sure it was like enough footage or making sure we got everything like a full vlog.
Again, whenever it's like something like that, like honestly, having the vlog camera in our hands doesn't take away from anything usually. But
No.
like
Sometimes you forget though,
we
because you're so
forget,
in the moment that you
yeah.
forget to also like show what's going on.
And then also it's hard to like capture like a real moment, like when you have a vlog camera. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
come here, hug me real quick. Like, oh, nice to see
Or
you.
it's
Look,
like
I got this on my camera.
it's like you can hug, but you're only filming part of it. So it's like
Yeah.
it's cool when someone else can get an
Whereas like
outside
we're gonna
perspective.
hire outside filmers, like they'll take care of everything, they'll do the editing,
And they
and
did awesome. The
they
video was
crushed it.
so good. And it was so cool to just like not even have to worry about that, but just be like totally in the moment. Cause there was so much going on during the gender reveal. It's like we had to get everyone inside for the big reveal. But before everyone even got there, like I was like, okay, I wanted to make sure I did this TikTok, and like
We
got
had
all that
balloons going up, signs going up.
like all these vendors that we were like contacting and then having them like paying them and then taking content for them to like post because we were working with a lot of them. So like we were like busy working before, but I was like, I want to get all my stuff done and then like totally just enjoy,
Yep.
like the party and everything. So let's talk about the reveal. So
First of all, I do want to touch on the topic of I saw a couple questions why my parents didn't come.
let's talk about it.
Because obviously you guys saw everyone that came. The reason my parents didn't come is because if you guys know, like a
Because they
year
hate
ago,
us. No, I'm just
'cause they
kidding.
hate us.
No.
If you guys know, like a year ago, my mom had like a
Was it over? Yeah,
was that
about a
over?
year ago.
Yeah, a year ago.
Yeah.
She had a stroke and
Well,
it was
she
like
went.
very
She
bad.
had COVID really, really bad. Then went into a
I
coma.
feel like you guys all
You
know,
guys
the
know the
story,
story.
but basically her doctor said it wouldn't be smart for her to fly and travel.
Yes,
So
but if there's a fly in here.
yeah, I know.
But if you don't know, like it wasn't like she just had COVID. Like she had a severe case. Like she was in a coma for like 2 months, had a stroke in the coma, was recovering, and her doctor said it wasn't okay for her to fly yet. So that being said, and also I know it's like it's so hard to be his mom and his dad. And it's like when they want to be a part of it and they can't. So like also it's like when people send them like messages like, why aren't you there? Like it doesn't really help. Like, cause they obviously want to be there. They love us so
Yeah,
much.
of course.
So it's never like they didn't come because they don't want to be there. They wanted to be here more than anything. So
Yeah,
it's
I was
really
gonna
hard
say
for them.
no one didn't come because obviously everyone wants to be here.
Yeah. So
Um,
no one came because they didn't want to. It was honestly just because they couldn't. And I know that that was really hard. And also like your brother couldn't come because they already had people flying in, family flying in
yeah, it
from
was
a
his
different
boyfriend's
state.
birthday, and they
Yeah.
had people staying with them. So again, it's all good. The baby
Yeah.
shower is gonna be in Michigan, so we're gonna make up for it
Yeah,
there. We're
and
gonna have everybody there.
we purposely wanted to do the baby shower in Michigan because I'm like I know the baby shower is very important and I want like your grandparents to be there and like a lot of my family that can't make it out because they're going through some stuff right now.
I'm excited for the baby shower. That's
Yeah,
gonna be fun.
I think it's gonna be so much fun.
Dude, the day of the gender reveal, I was so nervous. Like, I don't know what it was. I think it all got so real to me that like all these people were here
I like wanted
to
to
find
do
out
it.
the gender of our baby. Like, I don't know. I see Katie B every day, and like to me, it's like obviously I know she's pregnant, but like when I look at you, it's not like
You look
oh
so
like
different or like
yeah. And even if you did, I still don't think it'd feel that real.
Yeah.
But like when we did that gender reveal party, it's like wow, it hit me. I was like, I'm about to be a dad.
I feel like it doesn't
gonna
feel
have a kid.
as real until like you totally know the gender because I'm like you can totally visualize. I'm like now I see like a little girl in public with their dad and I'm like oh my god that's gonna be like
Andrew
a
made
daughter
me
and
film
son.
that TikTok where it was like, I'm your dad and I think you're gonna be
Yes,
a
that's
girl.
so weird,
I'm like,
like,
bro, even
even
saying
say
that,
it.
like as soon as I said that, I was like, oh,
It's so cool.
this is insane.
And like and now that we can just picture that it is a girl is so crazy and like it just feels so much more real like buying all the clothes seeing it all hanging up in the nursery like it's just It's such a surreal feeling. And like, that is, I'm so glad we did a gender reveal party because I know a lot of different generations are kind of like, oh, they're stupid. Like, who really cares? And
It's
like, I
fun.
understand.
Why would you not do it?
I understand that, like, obviously the gender doesn't really matter that much. Like, like, who does care about the gender a little bit? Because it's like, whether it's a boy or girl, all you really want is a healthy baby. But it's so fun to celebrate, like, it's another excuse to celebrate the baby's life.
Yeah, why?
That fly is going at you in
I
this
know.
podcast.
I'm like, it's gonna
so
be. I don't even know if people will be able to see it. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a fly surrounding me. It's probably because I
It's on your
smell a little
help.
musty. Is it on me?
No. Okay.
Okay.
Fine.
Anyways, I need to lock in. I need to focus. We are about to touch on why we didn't want a girl and that whole topic, the
Yeah.
whole title of this video and podcast. But first, we need to talk about how the whole gender reveal almost flopped. And I'm not talking about people getting drunk the night before. I'm talking about the actual reveal almost flopped.
Okay, well, first of all, we got to do a special shout out to our friends Mercedes and Noah. So Mercedes actually knew the gender of the baby.
She was the first one.
Probably for 2-3 weeks.
2-3 weeks.
And she kept it a secret. She didn't give any like hints away. She wouldn't even tell her boyfriend Noah and Noah didn't want to know because he's like, I don't want to accidentally mess it up. She told him the day before. So
that would be
could,
a
like,
lot
set
of
up.
pressure. I wouldn't want that pressure because
No.
like I would be just nervous. I would be like,
You
oh
say
yeah,
the wrong thing.
She is gonna be. I mean,
like we hang out with them a lot. So like
it'd be easy
and
to
we're
give it
talking
away.
about the baby. We're talking
Yeah.
about like, so it's like she did really good with keeping that a secret.
But
So,
huge shout out to them. They had all the stuff sent to their house. They put it all together. They came here, brought it all here, put it together.
We had to
appreciate
get
you guys
everyone. Yes. You guys are awesome. Like it was just so cool. Like I was so nervous to talk to Noah though the whole day because I was like, I don't know how good Noah is at keeping secrets. Like I was like avoiding him. But anyway, they had everyone go inside and we're like, everyone look this way because they had to set up the powder and like the confetti, but like they didn't want anyone to see them do it
because we got cannons, literal cannons. I did not know they were gonna shoot. Like if you've seen the video, that shit shoots like
it was
till
crazy.
the moon. It was like. Poof.
Sorry, neighbors.
Yeah, we checked with our neighbors. Everybody was fine.
Yeah. Okay, so when it was going off, we finally line up. We get behind it. I'm like so nervous because Josh has like this little button. If he accidentally clicks it, like it's
you know when
like
they tell you not to press the red button, so it makes you want to press the red button. That's how it was.
That's a boy thing.
I was like, they're like, just don't hit this button, okay? Press it.
No, and so we're standing and we count down the first time from 10. I'm like shaking nervous. Like I literally feel like sick to my stomach nervous.
Same.
And he clicks it and I look at him and it doesn't go off and he's like,
And I start spamming. I'm like, okay, work.
And you clicked it again. And then I was nervous that it was going to like fire off. Like as soon as like a delayed fire off, and then we were gonna be like not even next to each other. Like so, then him and Noah are trying to figure it out real quick.
No, we don't do anything, and then we do another countdown, and we try to click it off again. Nothing happens. I'm like, okay, is this an April Fool's joke? Because we did do it on April Fool's Day.
Noah goes point behind it. Like,
yeah, he's like, point it. It needs to be closer. I'm
so
like,
then we tried it closer, and then we did it the third time, and Noah's like, okay, I'll go stand behind it and click it right at it. So we did it, and it didn't work. And then they're like, okay, hold on.
Three times we tried to shoot these cannons off, and it didn't work.
But
But it was really just user error.
Noah goes, oh my gosh, it's not plugged in.
No, it was plugged in. He forgot to turn it on.
I thought he forgot to plug it into the cannons.
No, he plugged it in. There's an on switch.
Oh.
He was so nervous that if he plugged it in,
that it would just go.
It would shoot off. So he literally had the cameras rolling and had a standby. He was like, I don't know how this thing works. If I plug it in, it might shoot off.
That's what I thought.
So like he plugged it in, it didn't shoot off. It was good, but he forgot to turn it on.
Dude, I would have done the same thing.
I probably would have done the same thing.
Because I was like, I was so nervous.
But it kind of made it fun.
It made it so funny because everyone's like, okay, for real now.
But then after he's like, okay, I turned it on. Like it's definitely going to work this time. I was like, all right, got a really good feeling about this one. We did a whole 10, 9, 8.
When we were counting down and I'm like shaking and then you clicked it and I heard the cannon go off. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, this is real. And I like turn around and I'm like, I was just like so shocked. Like I was like, okay, so here's the thing is I really thought like, I feel like I might have been more surprised if it was a boy because the whole time I was like, it's a boy. And then everyone was like, oh, I'm team boy. And I'm like, it's for sure team. I was like, it's going to be a girl. I was like, and then you were like, it's going to be a girl. And I felt like
all of last week, leading up to the gender reveal, I don't know why I was like, it's a girl. Yeah. Like it definitely in my head was like, oh, we're having a girl.
I feel like everyone before we even knew the gender, they're like, man, a girl, like all the dads were like, you want a girl, man. Like
But
not
I
like you
also,
want, but they're
yeah, I
like,
was
a
gonna
girl's gonna
say
steal your heart.
I
Like you have no
switched my
idea.
mindset because like before, and let's get into it, like the title and everything. We didn't want a girl, so let me explain. There's two sides to this. First of all, if you hear us talk in other videos, obviously we're happy with either one. We've said
Yes.
that a million times, but we did say like, oh, if we could pick, we'd probably want a boy first.
Yeah, I
We
think
we
because
we like briefly said that.
in my head, it's like the older brother
Yeah,
protect
we
the
had
little
like a whole
sister.
theory. Like that was kind of the theory. It wasn't for any specific reason.
Yeah.
But I'm going back on what I said because all of last week I was like, I want a girl first.
Well, okay,
After
so
talking to a bunch of dads and everything, I was like, definitely want a
for
girl.
me, I like really didn't care, but I think in my head I thought boy because before I was even pregnant, Josh always just said Brock. Like you joked about Brock Bruckner. I don't know why. You were always like, oh, little Brocky. So in my
That's why
head,
I
and
definitely I
that's
was
why
like, it's
even
gonna
my
be a girl
videos
because I've been saying Brock for
we
so
say Brock,
long.
and then we're like, oh, and Broccolina. We're
Baby
like,
girl,
like joking.
if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I wanted a girl, but I just said Brock. I don't know
You know
why.
what?
It just was fun.
I like didn't care, but then like now after knowing, I'm like, I'm so happy like to be having a girl. Like it's just so exciting, like picking out all the girl clothes. Like I love and this is something that really hit me. Okay, so when I was 19, I went on a mission trip, or I was 18, and I went to the Dominican Republic, and we did this mission with the church, and like we spent time with these girls who like had no money, and like they were heavily involved in the church, and like we ran this like soccer camp for them, and like we would do all these different things, and all these younger girls like flocked to me. Like it was so weird. And even everyone was like, well, I can't talk to them. They just want to talk to Katie. Like they just want to like the other girls at my camp were like almost getting like they
I
only
was
want to be with
literally
you.
just gonna say like that's partially like what switched my mindset. It was like, okay, if I look at Katie's YouTube channel, like just your YouTube channel before you even met me, it's like, okay, it's like 99% girls that watch it. It's like
Yeah.
you inspire like so many girls out there. It's like you would only be fitting
Thanks.
and perfect to be like to raise a little girl. Like
Thanks.
it makes so much sense. It's like
So
all these little girls look up to you. Even older girls look up to you, and it's just I think it's gonna be so cool to
oh,
see.
thanks, babe. So like at the thing that I was at, the mission trip, I was there and I was like, because they were talking about like, oh, like what's your calling? Like, what do you believe it is? And like different jobs and stuff. And I was like, I truly believe, because I was doing YouTube at the time, I was like, I truly believe that what I'm doing is my calling. Like, I feel so connected and I feel like I've always gotten along and like had little girls like look up to me. And I feel like I've always loved that so much and connected so well with younger girls that I was like, this is my calling. And that's like when I found out, I was like, YouTube is my passion. Like having people look up to me and having these little girls like feel like my little sisters. I was like, that is definitely what God's calling in my life is. And I felt like so much more connected to YouTube, knowing that I served a bigger purpose than just being an influencer. And so then it like hit me. I was like, oh my God, I really was meant to have a girl. I totally want a boy too. And I think a lot of people always say like, oh, you're a boy mom, you're a boy mom. That's because I'm girly, but I'm also tomboyish. Like I love sports. I'm athletic.
I was
Like
gonna say,
that's
don't
my
get me
vibe.
wrong.
Like
Like I
I
think
would
you'd be
love
a
a son.
sick boy mom too, but it's like
I want both. Like obviously and that's why we say I'm like there's so many positives about both of them and they're so different. But like the mother daughter bond that like you'll forever have is so special. Like I'm just very very excited for that. And
no,
I
I think
am
it'll be cool. And
I am
honestly, I don't know if I'm ready to be a boy dad. I think I'm ready to enter my
we gotta stop.
soft era.
You've entered.
Oh, I've already been there.
No, Josh is gonna be
No,
the
I'm ready
best
to
girl
just
dad ever. And honestly, okay, so let's just debunk that. We never not wanted a girl, but like some people ask us, they're
Yeah,
like,
if
"Oh,
you've
were
seen
you
the title of this
bummed?"
video or like heard the intros, like obviously, like
Yeah.
yeah, we
I
were
only
just
got
saying
like
that.
two questions or like two comments on TikTok. They're like, "Were you bummed when you found out I was a girl?" And I understand where they're coming from. Like, because if
I
you had
feel
so
like there
fixated
is
on
a
one,
stigma with like guys. It's like, oh, like um, I like
real
everyone
men
just
make
assumes like
boys.
every guy wants a boy. Like, why
Yeah,
is that? I don't
but
know. Like, don't get me wrong, I want a boy too. Like, that would be awesome. But like at the end of the day, it's like all in God's timing, and like He decides, and I don't care. Like that, it's just what's perfect for us. Like,
yeah.
it's gonna be a baby girl,
What's
and
crazy is God already knew before the baby was even born that it was a girl and what we needed in our
like
life.
who am I to say like, oh, I'd rather have a boy? Like, why? Why would
Why?
I rather want a
All I
boy?
want is a healthy, happy baby. Like I literally do not care. And the thing is a boy would be so cool, but like a girl is so special in its own way. And I know that that bond that like even I have with my dad is so special. Like, and I know like our daughter will have with you. It's like you, my dad, like he had two daughters and like he never had his own son, like his physical own son. And I asked him, I would always be like, does that bother you that like you didn't you want a boy? Because my dad loves sports so much. And he's like, no, he's like, I connected through you guys so much. And he's like, you guys loved, like, I loved going to your guys' sporting events. It was honestly better than what I ever even imagined. And he's like, I just have such a strong connection. He's like, girls are the best. I love being a
You
girl
know
dad.
what I will
Even Kobe
say?
said that. I'm pretty sure he was like,
Hey,
being a
girls,
girl dad is
girl
like the
dads,
best thing in
baby,
the
let's
world.
go. I will say this is a part another reason why I kind of changed my mindset last week. I was like, oh, like I think we're having a girl and I would rather have a girl first, I think. Because I think girls long term are always there for you, caring, like they'll call you every day. It's just I think guys when they get older, it's like I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? You know what
I
I'm
know
trying to
exactly what
say?
you're saying. Girls keep in touch so much
Yeah,
better with their
girls like
family.
I'm just looking long term, when I'm old, an old dad and I'm like I want, my little baby to keep in touch with me.
Well, you want them to like still like I don't know. I just feel like there is guys who are good with their parents, but for the most part, it's in girls' nature to
Which don't
be
get me
more
wrong, like I call
loving
my
and
parents. I'm not saying I'm not good with my parents, but I'm just saying I just think girls are like
it's a different
way more in
expectation.
touch.
Yeah.
And also like I don't know, I just look at the way like me and my brothers were. It's like, we weren't I don't know how to put it. Like I feel like girls are so talkative
Oh,
and
like
it's
me
like
and my
have so
sisters,
much to say, so interesting. Like guys are just like, yeah,
it was
cool.
cool. I
Yeah, like my mom would be like, "Oh, like how's hanging out with your friends? It was cool, mom. Love you.
I said
Going in
where
my
girls
room."
will
Like where
sit
I feel
down
like
normally
girls,
and talk with
yeah,
their mom and like
I don't know.
give more effort. I feel
That
like
was
to the
probably
parents.
just me, honestly, but
No, it's a lot of boys, but I mean, there is talkative boys too. It kind of
true,
depends on the
true,
personality.
true.
But okay, let me just debunk that. We never did not want a girl. We are so beyond excited to have a girl, and I'm just like already like I've literally sat in like the nursery like 3 different times a day. Like I just go in and out of there. Like I'm so excited, and it just feels so real now. Like it literally is so cool. I can totally picture it. Like we can actually start picking out names. Like we can do all of that stuff. Get the nursery ready, better
Ready.
buy clothes, envision it.
What's crazy? I don't even know if anyone knows this, but like I definitely teared up, like
Did you?
100%.
I
But it
was
was
just
like
like,
so hot and sweaty, and like my face was red. The sun was like beating on me, a
oh,
little squinty. So, like I don't think anyone tell. No tears were shed, but like I definitely teared up. I'm not gonna lie. I try to pull it together though.
it was just like so much at one moment. But I feel like where I got more emotional is like after everyone was gone and like putting all the clothes in the nursery. I'm like, this is so, it's like hitting me. I'm like, it's so
Yeah.
real.
After the reveal went off, like I honestly didn't know what to do. I was like, holy crap!
Like we're having a girl. Like
Wait, like
I felt like
not
in
even
total
that, but
like
like it
shock.
just felt real. It was like we're having a baby,
Like now I know.
like 100%. Like
I know.
what's
I'm so
going on?
excited too because our friends have a baby girl Remy and like they can be
She's got a new
friends. Like
bestie.
it's
She
like a
already
new
got a
bestie.
bestie. She
I
already got a
know.
bestie.
It's so crazy. We're literally so blessed and so excited for this new chapter. It's like everything is so much more exciting. Even when we do like our anatomy scan, all that, it's like we already know the gender. What if they mess it up? That can
There
happen. I
is.
saw a TikTok on
I
that.
did actually. I told Katie this the other day, and I was like, there is like 1% chance that they messed it up. I don't know how that actually even happens, but they told us like when we did the blood test, they're like, oh yeah, it's like 99%
Yeah, it's
accurate,
like
but like 99% is not 100%. You feel me? So like,
it's
God
basically
forbid, that would just be so mind blowing though. Like,
that would be weird. I would be
but like,
okay.
how does that even get messed up?
Like
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I'd be a little thrown off though because it's like you're so fixated now on
I
what you
wouldn't
know.
believe it. I wouldn't believe it. I'd be like,
I'd be like, well, I guess we'll find out the gender when it comes
I'm
out.
like, no, I'm gonna need to do another blood test. Like, why did it say girl the first time? I'm confused.
That would be so bad because it's like we have to like call and explain everything.
Can you
Hey
imagine?
guys, remember when you were at the gender reveal and it was pink? So
So it's actually not a girl.
actually not a girl. That would be so
Could you imagine?
I feel
I
like
can't imagine going to our anatomy scan on my
I'd be
birthday
like,
and seeing like, what's that?
is that their thumb? You know, they
Oh,
thought Biz was a thumb because her hand was like
I
this.
mean a boy.
Oh
They
yeah,
thought
yeah.
she was a thumb.
No, they thought her hand was a penis. So they literally got the nursery ready for a boy.
Oh, like they told
They
her it was
told
a
her it was a
boy.
boy. They thought it was a boy.
What?
So like they thought they were having a boy and they had a girl. But technology was way different. That was like 27 years, 26, 27 years ago.
You're telling me your parents had a whole boy room set up and
Whole
everything?
nursery. Yeah.
Actually?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that
I couldn't
happened.
imagine that.
He'd be like, okay, little Brock's gonna be in pink for a little bit.
Something's not adding up here.
But no, but it honestly was just so fun. Then after it's like we had Bahama Bucks cater like shaved ice, which has been like I don't
Bro,
really have a pregnancy
we're
craving, but
getting
if it
shaved ice
was,
every single
that
night.
would be it. I have it literally in the freezer, just scoop it, put a little, oh my gosh, it's addicting. But and then we had like Jimmy John subs, we had like all these cake pops and all these desserts and cotton candy. Ah! And
Do we
it was
want do we want to go into family fights?
no, no, I'm just kidding.
Were there any family fights? Can you confirm? Yo, whenever you get a family together, there's always like, ups and downs. You
Not
know
with
what I'm
me.
saying?
I didn't fight with anyone.
There
Other
may
than-
have been a family fight. We're not gonna bring any names into this or anything, but it just adds a little spice to the entertainment.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
let's
Everybody loves drama,
can we talk
which
about
is weird. Everybody does love drama.
can we talk about spin the Janice?
No, we can't talk about that. Okay, Katie's Aunt Janice. She's like, how old is she? Like, somewhere around 60.
60, I think.
And she just loves kissing the friends, and
She
she
is
had a
very
crush
like
on ML.
happy, outgoing. Not really crushed. She's like, oh, he's such a cutie. She loves kissing people on the
So we
cheek.
played Spin the Aunt Janice,
Janice was like, let's play it.
and somehow she got ML.
All the guys are in the hot
Somehow
tub.
she got ML.
And she was in the center going like this with their eyes shut. And all the guys are like, oh, is she gonna pick? And then she kissed him all on the cheek. It was just really funny. It probably was
That
like
was
a had to
funny.
be their moment, but
It's definitely a had to be their moment.
it was so fun and just like and then we played this game Nukem, which is literally like volleyball, but instead of like passing it, you throw it over and you try to
It's
get people
volleyball
out.
for dummies, but it's just easy to play with a bunch of people.
And so Jeremy, like Josh throws it up in the sky, like literally so high, and his friend Jeremy goes to catch it, and like the sun's beaming in his face. He's like, I got it, I got it. It doinks him in the chest and like hits up so high. It was just so funny. And then the same thing happened to my aunt, who's like 60, but it hit her in the face.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
Good
It's so funny.
times.
But she's like super athletic, so she was fine. It's not like
Yeah,
it was
she
this
was
old, like
chilling.
frail, like 6-year-old. Like she's like a let's go, like
No,
let's
she was
play.
getting after it. She was
Yeah.
getting after it. Good times.
It was so fun though.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else like crazy that happened on the weekend. Hey, I'll throw this out there, a little pat on the back. I did golf my best golf score ever on Sunday.
There you go.
After finding out we are having a little baby girl, she's
I
my
know.
good luck charm.
Oh, his
She's my
friend
good luck
Chris.
charm.
His friend Chris got a really cute dad
Cool
hat,
dad golf
like
hat.
a
That
Barstool
was
dad
dope.
hat. I thought that was really really.
I'm gonna
sweet.
start taking up golfing more now that I'm becoming a dad.
I know.
I just
You
feel like
golfed
it
like 3
feels
times
right.
this weekend.
I just feel like because the boys were in town. I
True.
feel and like more boys trips. It just feels right.
It does feel right.
It just feels right.
Guys, can we talk about how the fact that it's finally going to be even household? We got 2 boys and 2
Oh
girls.
my God, Topper does not count.
Whoa, you tell that to his face. He does count. It was 2 against 1.
Yo, I'm just, oh my gosh, I'm looking a little bit into the future, and
What, with Topper and the baby?
no, like don't like periods sync up,
Oh,
like
shut up. Yeah, they do.
oh my gosh, send help, send help.
Oh, shut up. I'm not even bad when I'm on
No,
my
I'm just
period.
kidding. I'm joking.
But
I'm joking.
I will have my days.
I'm so interested to see I don't know, life is weird. Like how life plays
You're
out.
gonna I just know you. I know you're gonna love being a girl dad so much.
Oh, 100%.
Like I feel like you're just like you're meant to be a girl dad. And
I'm
so
100%.
so excited for it. Just like little girls are just so precious and so cute. And we're just so blessed. And
Baby Broccolina, we're excited to bring you into this world. And yeah, I don't know.
It's
That was the
crazy.
gender reveal weekend. It was a really good time. I'm
it
sure we're
literally-
missing a bunch of details and fun stuff.
well, it wasn't just like the party because like I mean we had all Sunday where you guys went golfing. The guys went golfing in the morning and then we all hung out and we swam by the pool. Everyone was like just having a couple drinks and then we all got food. It was just so fun to get to like use our house. All the kids were playing pool and ping pong and the girls were swimming. Like my nieces, they were so funny. Like during the gender reveal party, like after they were swimming all day. And every time we looked over, they were eating Bahama Bucks out of the pool and they were eating it. And then I go to my sister and go, how many have they had? And she's like, Dude, I don't know. I think like 10. Like I'm cutting them
One
off
too many.
because like there was no like Jess was obviously like busy, so they're just going up to the bartender. Can I get more shaved ice? And they kept
Jesus.
going, and it was so cute though because you just saw them like living their best life, and they're getting like totally sunburned. I'm
You
like,
love to
guys,
see it.
like everyone, it's so nice to have such like we are so blessed to have such a nice house and like a perfect spot to entertain people. But like when we don't get to use it all the time because our family lives out of town, it's so cool to get to see people enjoy the things that we have and like really like use it because like that's what the houses are for. It's not to like for show, it's like for use. And like it
100%.
was just so fun. And I had such a good weekend because all my cousins and family were
Definitely
there.
like top 5 weekends, I'd say,
It felt like a little bit like our wedding
100% top
week.
5. Yeah, it did give throwback to the wedding week 100%.
But even more like chill vibes because it was like
Yeah,
it's
even better
hanging out
because
in the
there's
house.
like no pressure on like, oh, we gotta do this, we gotta do this. It just kind of like all worked out.
Once the gender reveal was like done, like not the whole party, but like the actual like
How many
explosion.
people stayed at our house? What, like
One,
four
two, three, four,
kids,
five,
two
six,
adults?
7, 8
I
at
feel like
one
it was
point.
more.
Eight at
8.
one
Yeah,
time.
there's
But just
8
for one
people.
night. But then the
And
other
we only have
kids.
2 spare bedrooms
Not
because I
including
made
us.
one a
So
pool room
10. But yeah, we would have had more spare rooms, but Josh needed a pool room. And even
and
the
a
ping
ping
pong
pong
room
room.
could be changed
Yeah,
into
yeah.
it. But maybe eventually we might have to if we
No,
need.
we definitely don't.
Yeah, I get well,
We'll
I
see
guess
how
just
many
the
kids we
company.
have. I don't know. I don't know.
True.
Are you trying to foreshadow something?
Okay, so let's talk about real quick. I just want to ask
Oh
like
God.
our next kid, the
What about
gender.
that? What do you mean?
Do you have a preference on the gender?
No, I don't honestly don't think I'll ever care. Like I don't know because it's not up to me.
So
Like
here's my
why would I try to like why would I like
predict like put a
be
hold
like,
on to
oh, it's got to be this. It's like I don't get to decide that.
exactly.
Like so
It's already
why?
decided and like
I feel
it's
like people
decided for
put
a
like
reason.
stress and all this stuff into things that like they have no control over. I have no control over that. So like
Exactly.
why would it matter?
For me, I want both like cuz I really don't
I
care
obviously would
because
want a boy eventually, like
so I totally
if I
want a
could
boy.
make that up.
So I totally want a boy, but also the two sisters back to back. Like
Two
I'm
girls,
so
one boy.
close with my sisters. Like I absolutely love my sisters. We have such a strong like connection. And it's like having a sister is like I think the coolest thing in the world. You grow up and it's like I didn't have to like hang out with people all the time because I always had my sister. And
Right.
like I had both of them and it was so cool. It's like having a older sister that was like 6 years older and then having one that was like really close in age was really cool too. Cause it's like close in age. We were always on the same sports teams. We went through the same high school, like at the same time. Like we had same friend groups and like that was just so cool to always have like an instant like best
So
friend
you're
with
trying to
you.
pop out a little sister soon, is what you're trying to say.
Maybe.
Not soon, but
Oh yeah. How's that going to work? I'm so
let's just
curious.
have one kid first.
I'm
Let's see
so
how that
curious to
goes.
see how quick we'll want to have a kid because I do want them close in age, but I don't think I'd want to have them like 2, 3 months after, like four, like that. That's like fast. Like
I feel like it just depends. I
it
don't.
all
I
depends.
think it just depends how it goes. If the pregnancy goes smoothly, which so far it has,
Yes.
thankfully. The giving birth goes smoothly. And then if we got a crier or not, like it just depends.
It depends on a lot because it's like you have the birth and then you have how good of the baby is. You have how your postpartum goes, like if you get postpartum depression and like how hard that is. Like
There's just a lot that goes into it, and then
yeah,
also at the end of the day, God's timing. We'll
exactly.
see.
So far though, I love being pregnant. I know a lot of people are like, I love being pregnant. I'd rather be pregnant than not pregnant. I mean, I don't know if I'd say that, like, because not being pregnant, it's like you're like 100% normal. But like right now, I could say that because I feel so normal. It's so fun to get to see a little baby bump here and there, but then it like goes away too. But then like it's just the weirdest thing in the world. Like I have been very lucky throughout my pregnancy to not have a terrible like sick pregnancy, but in the first trimester it was a little I definitely felt more pregnant.
Totally.
Now it's just like I feel like I'm glowing. I'm like I love pregnancy right
Girl's
now.
ready to go. Has a closet filled with baby clothes
Come back to me.
already.
Come back to me in a couple months.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. That's why these podcasts
Are
and
so
the
fun.
YouTube videos are gonna be so cool because we're gonna see. You're gonna hear from us in a couple months. You're gonna hear from us in a year, maybe in 5 years.
Okay, but right now, like
Maybe Broccolina will be on a podcast in a couple years.
and
Who knows?
we're not naming your kid Broccolina, okay? Let's just put that out
But I
there.
don't. The problem is if I don't say Broccolina, I'm gonna say like the couple names we have in mind. And
Yeah.
I'm trying not to like.
No, it's Broccolina from here on out.
Yeah.
But the thing is when I work out now being pregnant, because I don't feel 100% pregnant when I work out. It's not like I like feel like anything crazy. I haven't felt the baby kick yet. And I'm 18 weeks. Yeah, 18 weeks. And what's crazy is I'll like run 3 miles and then it's like so much more fueling to be like, I'm pregnant. And I'm 4.5 months pregnant.
And I did that pregnant.
And I did that. Like it's like
Girl
that
hiked
extra
2
like
times this weekend, like a hard hike
Camelback
here.
Someone commented, they're like, I'm 14 and in really good shape, and I was dying on that hike. I was like, let's go. I did that.
18 weeks pregnant, just crushing it. Okay, any final words to say to our baby girl?
Broccolina, we love you so much. I can't even explain how excited I am to be having a baby girl and to meet you. Like I already know you're gonna look just like your dad, so I'm accepting it.
Yeah, let's hope you look a little bit more like your mom.
No.
But we are excited and we can't wait to meet you, and you're gonna have the best mom on planet Earth.
You're gonna have the
And
best dad. Are you kidding me? And
I'm excited to go on our little daddy-daughter dances and daddy-daughter dates.
Yes.
Maybe I'll even get some pedicures. I don't know.
Josh
We're gonna
can't
feel
wait
it
to play
out.
teacup parties, and
I'm down for the tea.
Josh was like,
the
I'm
tea
ready
parties.
for
I'm
all
ready
the
for
teacup
that.
parties, all the nail spot. And I'm like, little girls also like love to play sports sometimes. And like, they're not always just like little dresses, but
I'm open-minded, we're gonna see what happens.
we'll see. I was making mud pies when I was a little girl. So
Yeah, mud pies, whatever it is, so be it. I'm ready for it.
I'm just so curious to like see their personality, see like if they're like you or like me, or
That's
like
gonna be interesting.
it's just so
We're
cool.
about to have a mini us.
I know. That is so
There's
cool.
gonna be a little KDB running around.
That's
and
gonna be
what blows
so
my
weird
mind.
is to look at our kid and be like, that's so weird. I see Josh and like our baby girl. Like it's like, whoa, like there's another you.
It's gonna be insane. But
I'm
with
so
that being said, we hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. If you did, share with a friend, leave a
Yes.
review, subscribe to the channel if you're watching on YouTube, and we'll see you guys in the next podcast.
Bye guys.
Peace.